Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we are going to hopefully put Jebediah into orbit. I don't know if we have enough fuel for this, 3,564 meters per second, but we've got the big booster on here, and we're going to see what it'll do. This is the first attempt, have not tested this. Inside we've got two experiments, so battery, control. I've drained the monopropellant because we won't be using it. We may keep him up there too. Just depends. I would like to put him in a polar orbit, but we're going to shoot for an equatorial orbit. Let's go ahead and save this one. I've saved it as Orbiter-1. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. I am going to have to roll over kind of early because of the thrust on this, I'm assuming. And I may have to turn it down. We may have to turn this down a bit. But we'll go ahead and put on stability control. Won't need to throttle up just yet, but we'll go ahead. And, yep. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's kind of a quick rocket. It's going to be going fast. We'll roll over now. Kind of hard to roll over. I put the two fins down at the bottom just to the east side so that we're not going fast enough to get through. We're halfway through the burn. Very hard to control this. Already getting some effects here. Probably need to slow that down a little bit. I'm going to stop trying to control it and just let it do its own. And then we'll fire the big, the swivel. I'm going to throttle back a little bit. And roll over. Try to get as much horizontal thrust going as we can. We're almost through the atmosphere there. Let's go ahead and kick it on over. We're still climbing high, but we are spreading out our You can see we haven't gone far sideways. We're in space already with that booster. Very good, very good, very good. If I could tilt it just a little bit more probably before... Where will we be going? Wow, that got us up to 159. Let's just tilt down a little bit more. Kick this out. So the big booster, getting Jebediah into space, we'll have a little bit of fuel left over. Hey, doing that's not good. It's not good to do that. We get this down to here. I might just cut the engines and drift if we get to 150. I think anything above 150 is high in orbit, high in space, and that's what we'll shoot for. Okay, there we go. We're in this. I think the 150 is high above Kerbin. We've got a little bit of thrust there. Probably go ahead and just boost for it, and he can do EVAs now. So we'll do an EVA. Do an EVA report just above Kerbin's water. Let's get back in and go ahead and send that. Eight science for that. We've got charge. Let's see, what do we have here? Recent accomplishments of our space program. We have returned home from a flyby of the moon. Oh, these were the last ones. Okay. So we are getting sun on the solar panels. That's good, at least one of them. I only put 3 on to try to limit what we had parts-wise. Let's go ahead and speed up time till we get up to here and see if we can get high above. If we can, we'll go ahead and take the temperature and the barometric pressure reading. Let's see where we are. We're at 147, 148. I'm not sure if this is high above or what. Pin that one. And we'll pin this one. Once we get to 150, we'll run both. In space near. Oh. Maybe it's 250. Okay, so we'll unpin those. Jebediah out again just to check. Just above the shores. We'll keep that one. Get back in. Did I get back in? No. There we go. We're getting ready to boost. Okay, just before it comes out, we'll go ahead and drop this tank. It's almost out anyway. How much does it have? 6 meters. Okay, it's out. It will crash back into Kerbin. And we'll go ahead and break this one off. Check our... Get it up to 70 at least. And stop it there. We are in stable orbit. We'll go ahead and send that second EVA report, which was above shores. We'll have him step out again and see if we are... Nope, just above the water. So we'll do this continually until we... Let's see, we'll be over something else here later. He's still on the outside. I hit the wrong key each time. Do we have battery? It is recharging. That is good. Oh, I never thought about that. One. SAS always turns off when he gets out. Good to know. We're going to face the sun, so this gets all the power we can. It's facing right towards the sun. This side will get hot. This side will stay cold. You should rotate, I guess. We are falling back down to 170, or I'm sorry, to 70 meters, 70,000 meters above the surface. And we are probably over land. Let's EVA and check. Just above the water. again, just above water. I probably missed it. Try it again. Water. Oh, shores. Already got that one. There we go. Just above Kerbin's grasslands. Keep it. We'll get in. I did it again. And we'll send that report. So getting a lot of science here. Thank you, Jebediah. And we're sending this because it's going to cost us the same whether we bring it back or send it. So we're just going to go ahead and get it. Now I have 1,287 meters per second. We can go to the moon, and we may go to Minmus and do a quick thing out there at Minmus and come back. I'm not using any life support mods, so he can stay up here indefinitely. But just getting science. Let's see if he's over anything now. Just over the water. Just kind of redundant experiments here, trying to get the most science we can. Doing EVAs, probably over grasslands or maybe highlands. Open for something. Shores. 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 Just got to keep going. Shores. Shores. Grasslands, already got it. Again, grasslands. Come on, give us some shores and then probably back over the water. Yep. That was normal. That's what happens. He'll go into the dark, and then I think 8 minutes, he'll be back on the other side. Let's go ahead and board. SAS is off. We're facing the sun. That's what I want to know. Don't want... Oh, you know what we can do is we can turn this battery off. As soon as it gets charged back up, we'll turn this one off and save it, because we have a 300, I think, right here. 200. Jebediah has been in space before, but he has never been in a stable orbit. So this is a first for Jebediah. And we'll maybe do a flyby. I do plan on launching something like the Stay Putnik in the next episode and park it in an orbit around the Moon. Probably launch another one, park it in the orbit of Minmus, or we might be able to make two and just send both of them. Just depends on how small I can get the satellite. The probe. Just putting a temperature scan on there so we can get some data when KSC he keeps talking when KSC needs a report from the Moon, space around the Moon or space around Minmus. So here we are in orbit of Kerbin. Let's check this out. It's pretty good equatorial. We could get to the Moon anytime we want to from here. Do a little flyby and then come back. Probably launch when we're right about here, maybe. Again, that's a bad time to launch. I'd prefer to launch when the Moon is here in relation to the Sun so that we keep solar panels, but Jeb's in control. We'll always have control. I guess unless we run battery out. But he could get out and push the push the craft so that it faces a solar panel will face the Sun. So that's good to have a Kerbal up there. We are falling back to 70 meters per second. Let's just check that real quick. Yeah, 72,000. I think it takes 8 minutes or 10 minutes to go around the backside at low, depending on your speed. If you're way out here, you're going to go slower, so it takes like 16 minutes or something. But Jeb's on board. He's going to stay warm. We've done all this. He can get out one more time. Let's have him get out one more time and see what he's over. And we are over the highlands, so keep that. Thank you, Jeb, before you go to bed here, Lord. Let's go ahead and send that data. Very good. I think we've got, what, 4? So that's 24 science he's got just on this mission. Will get us a high above Kerbin. Will get us a... Yeah, in space near, we need in space high above Kerbin. Maybe on our way out to the moon or Minmus. Probably the moon. We'll do this kind of in steps. We'll go in steps. It does seem like it is rotating, so I'm going to hit SAS and then turn it off. But no matter, Jeb's getting ready to go to the dark side of the planet. We'll have to turn the lights on. I wonder if the lights use battery. There you go. Let's see if we can get a good... There we go. There he is. Jeb is inside. Orbiter-1. Just relaxing right now after getting some data from above the highlands. Anyway, we'll leave it here, and we'll get back to it the next episode. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.